Alrighty, hello everybody. Welcome to another edition of Drinks with Johnny. I am joined by my co-host, Sam the Hawk Hawkins. How are you doing today on this beautiful Friday morning?
I'm doing fantastic. Ready for the weekend. What about you, my bud?
I'm ready for the weekend. I'm going to be seeing you in a couple hours here. We're all driving up for our little camping excursion this weekend, right?
Yeah, just you and I in a tent snuggling, right?
Well, I mean, there's other people. We're bringing our families.
I'm not going then.
Come on.
I didn't realize that was the situation.
That is funny. Yeah, so getting ready for the family vacation. Our friends, our mutual friend's kid has got a birthday this weekend, so we're all going camping together. I'm looking forward to that. It's going to be Frankie's first camping trip.
Is it your first camping trip, kind of? I know that you went on your or Lacey's, we'll say, because I know that there's been some questions.
Before. No, we and her have camped before. We've camped individually. It will be our first trio as a family camping. Mm-hmm. So looking forward to it. Looking forward to it. But yeah, a lot of fun stuff. I just got back from Torah on Tuesday afternoon.
How'd that wrap up?
From that first 3 week? It was great, man. It was a lot of fun. Okay, so it's our first real touring in almost 6 years, 5-6 years, whatever you want to call it. And it was just one leg, 3 weeks. But it was great, man. It was great to get the feet wet again, getting back into the bus living style, you know. Hey, Brandon's actually going to make it here today.
No way.
He's here. Let's bring Brandon in right now.
Just while you're bringing in, so everybody knows, Brandon likes to say, yeah, I'll be there at this time. And then it's always like, oh, man, I got something going on. Can't make it. So Brandon should be on more of these guys. We want him. So everyone in the comments, write about how Brandon should be coming on more.
Fuck it. Let's go.
Yeah, just lean in a little
Well,
more.
yeah. Oh, Brandon's here. He's here, everybody. He made it.
Yay!
We've missed him.
What's up?
How are you doing?
I miss you, friend. How are you doing?
I missed you guys. It's been a minute.
Did you get my care package?
I did. Thank you. That was beautiful. I love the package itself, like the poly bag. Yeah. But yeah, thank you. The Vader socks go well with my Vader shirt.
I know. Well, Vader, I saw those. So, John, I don't even think I told you. No. So I had gotten, when we went to WrestleMania, I got all three of us bottle openers, and I never sent it to Brandon. So I was on vacation. Where was I? I think it was in Lake Tahoe, and they had like a store that had all these socks, and they had a socks that had Vader, like his shirt. And I was like, I got to get that for Brandon and finally send him this bottle opener. So
I appreciate it.
That's very cool.
My question now is, how long is it going to take for you guys to send me a case of the watermelon seltzer?
It's illegal, buddy. We can't.
I'm a pussy. So
shut the fuck up.
It's going to be hard for me.
You act like I've never sent you boxes of alcohol.
Hey, can we just give it to Jason and have him send it?
Yeah, we'll figure it out. We'll get something. I'm just fucking with him. We'll figure it out. Back to Johnny. Johnny's talking about the back end of his tour. Mm-hmm.
How that's going. The first run back.
Yeah, it was the first 3 week run. We're living in buses and hotels for the first time in, like I was saying, 5-6 years, and it was great getting feet wet. I mean, it feels different. I ain't gonna lie. Like being 5-6 years older, it's a little different lifestyle than I was ready for. But it's great, man. And like back home, the kids and everything. I wanted to bring up though the very end, the last couple nights. We were in Calgary and then Vancouver. So in Calgary, I get to walk around. It's a great little place. And then I'm doing, I heard about this from the Lexus on Fire dudes. Everyone who watched that episode, at the end, Wade mentions that Bret the Hitman Hart's daughter is going to be at the Calgary show. So I saw this girl there. It looked like, I was like, that's got to be her. But it was in passing on my way to stage. She's pregnant right now. Congratulations. And attached to the arena or across the street, I wasn't able to go because we had to get out of there and go straight to Vancouver after the show. But there's a bar there that is Bret Hart's bar in Calgary, pretty much attached to the Rogers Arena. And it has a bunch of memorabilia everywhere. Signs, some stuff it gives away. You could buy stuff. There's the heart. So I didn't hear about that part. I knew that she was going to be at the show, but I didn't know that there was like this awesome bar there. I was really bummed when I heard about it in the meet and greet after the show. This Shout out to I don't remember what his name was, but one of the fans that was in the meet and greet at the end of Calgary. He's like, I know you're a big wrestling fan, so I got you this shirt. I'm gonna wear it next week, hopefully, when we have Bret the Hitman Hart's daughter on the show. I'm gonna be talking to her, and because she's apparently got amazing stories. A few of the other crew guys got to hang out with her, and the Alexis on Fire dude said she's like super open about all of her stories growing up around all the wrestlers, them staying at her house, being part of the family and everything. I mean, that's the Canadian royal family of wrestling. So I mean, she's probably got some really cool stories to tell. So we're gonna get her on the show. I bring all that up to show Brandon something that I think he's gonna be very jealous of. So that night, Bret Hart flew in from Calgary to his house. He flew in from Detroit to Calgary right after the SummerSlam. It was like that night or like that weekend of SummerSlam. So he flies from Detroit, goes straight to Calgary. His daughter meets him at the house with some memorabilia for some of the crew and everybody. He signs it freshly there. She drives back, and I end up with the legit
No way!
Hitman Hart sunglasses signed. Freshly signed by the man himself. The best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be.
That's awesome.
What I love about that, and I got to find the picture too, is my first ever house show was my dad took me to, brought me all the way up to the concessions, and bought me the Bret Hart glasses and the foam white Intercontinental title. Because at the time he was the Intercontinental champion. He was like my favorite. And I walked around wearing that for the next several weeks. And there's pictures of me like just wearing that everywhere we went and like in the arena and stuff. So this is really dear to my heart to get the legit one signed. Can't wait to brag about it to my dad and to you guys. But it was apparently it was amazing. A couple of the guys got to feel and put on the Eagle Wing belt, the World the WWF Heavyweight Championship that he had there at the bar. Bret wasn't there at the bar because he'd just gotten in, so he didn't show up. But his daughter took care of everybody apparently, and had some great stories and some great laughs with them, and got to see some really cool shit. So, long story long, that was like the last couple things that we did, and then watched SummerSlam Sunday in Vancouver. So it was.
Did you wear the glasses while you were watching?
No, these aren't coming out. Dude. These aren't coming out.
Are you ever taking them out of the packaging?
I'm not taking them out of the package.
Yeah.
The only time I would ever do that is if I'm getting a better packaging to put them in. Like that's just too cool. I'm accumulating a lot of cool stuff from like my childhood. I mean, we years ago now we got the Hogan 2x4 sign. Not Hogan, sorry. Hacksaw Duggan. Yeah, Hacksaw Jim Duggan signed that 2x4 for us. I got Alondra Blaze to sign her action figure and drop that off. We're getting Bret Hart now. We're going down the list, man. It's pretty cool.
I want to get a little baggie of cocaine signed by Hulk Hogan. It's going to be so good.
He's never going to sign that by Hulk Hogan.
I want him to fuck my wife and sign her.
Whoa. Hulk Hogan, guys?
Well, you hear the Bubba the Love Sponge? He like bones Bubba the Love Sponge's wife on video and all that stuff.
No, I didn't hear about this. Yeah. I want him to fuck my wife and sign him. Wow.
I hope your wife listens to this and hears that.
Of course not. That's why I could say that.
But I'm going to tell her about it this weekend when we're on our camping trip.
It's going to be a clip out. I'll put it up on social media.
Then she'll see it for sure.
And we'll tag the Hulkster.
What has happened today on this Friday morning? You guys are.
That's what happens when the three of us get together. Maybe it's good we haven't all been together.
Yeah, it's been too long, and now it's like just complete debauchery.
It's debauchery, and I just finished listening to the Big J episode, so I'm like, oh, dude, yeah.
Right,
you guys are round up.
Dude, that episode was really great. I enjoyed chatting with him. Went to a couple dark spots, and I was like, I don't know if we should keep going here. But he was the professional that was like, I'll bring it back around. And
he's great.
Yeah. As he finds a way to make bad situations and shitty situations funny. It's like it's pretty good. It's pretty good. I'm glad you got into that though, Brandon. I'm glad you enjoyed that episode.
Yeah, dude, it was fun. I like Big J Okerson. He had a show I used to watch. It was called What's Your Fucking Deal? And it was great, dude. It was like him, Bert Kreischer, and just a bunch of stand-up comics. It was a lot of fun.
Great.
I gotta check that out, actually.
Yeah.
I don't know where to find it. It's not on any network. It's not on any streaming service. I want to find it. That's why I wish you guys would have asked him, like, where is it? I need the library.
Well, you could still ask him. We'll email him and get in touch with him. We got to get back in touch with him anyway.
He'll be a friend of the show, I think. So it was funny because listening back, I remember the moment he's like, yeah, we got the Skank Fest if you guys want to go. And I think both Johnny and I were like, is Johnny around for that? But it came off like silence. Like we're like, yeah, that's whatever your little festival is. But no, legit in my mind, I was like, fuck, how do I get there? That would be awesome.
No, that's what I was thinking about. No,
yeah, I could tell.
What I was thinking about. I went, am I in town? And I'm on the road.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, but you guys can go.
Speaking about the road, so did you have any other fun
man,
wrap-ups?
it was just for anyone who was a fan of Avenged Sevenfold and curious about that run. Yeah, I mean it was great to get back with the boys. We had a lot of fun. We got the machine oiled again, and we're feeling really good about it. We're gonna recharge the battery here for the next 5 weeks after only 3 weeks. I know it sounds funny because we just. I was saying, like, it's just taking a second to get, the sea legs back, So it's like, all right, cool. Now we got 5 weeks off, recharge the battery. And then we're going to be out for nearly 5 weeks again. We've added the date to make up in Detroit. And looking forward to it, man. And, yeah, at the end, just saying goodbye to some of the boys in Alexis on Fire. Unfortunately, they're not going to be on the second leg. But it was a lot of fun having those guys out and hanging with them. And then Kim Dracula, hoping to get him on the show, early at the beginning of that next tour. And then excited to invite Ronnie and the Falling in Reverse guys back onto this first little stint of shows we're putting on. So just looking forward to it all, man, and going to enjoy a little time at home right before it.
That's awesome. Brandon, how's your donkeys?
They're good, man.
So you got my... So the audience knows we got a text from Brandon yesterday because he was supposed to join next week's episode with Peanut, but he had to pick up some donkeys. So he sent us a picture and said, hey, what should we name this? But I showed Karen, my wife, and she goes, what? Brandon is so random. Why do they have donkeys? Like, and then I talked about your lady, but go ahead. I'll let you explain.
Well, here's the thing. Treadmill season is seasonal. So when it's not treadmill season, you need something else to occupy the time. It's donkey season.
Are you selling these to Mexico, or who are you selling these to?
Straight faced.
No, they're beer burros for weddings and events. So like graduation parties and weddings all throughout the summer and into fall.
Wait.
Yeah.
Why do you hire a donkey for a wedding?
But this is brilliant because I just talked to Brandon about this on the phone yesterday. Please.
Yeah, so it's a thing that's been blowing up in Texas, California, Florida, and you hire these donkeys. They wear like saddlebags on either side of them, and you fill it up with beer or different beverages, and you just lead them around, walk them around, and they are like a bartender that serves alcohol. Yeah.
I was saying I want to get a couple of these donkeys for my next Halloween party. Just have them like dressed up.
What do you do with this shit though? It's gonna shit in your backyard.
They wear shit bags, so they just shit into bags, and you just change the bags out.
And pee too, or is that different?
Yeah, I don't know, probably.
Whatever
Please
it
get
is,
one for Johnny says.
Whatever it is, if you just got like an evil donkey walking around with beverages hanging or shots hanging out, that's our shot girl for the next party.
I love it.
That would be so ridiculous.
It's a ridiculous thing, but it was like, oh, this is right up my alley. I like ridiculous things. Megan is good with animals and has somewhere to keep them. So yeah, fuck it, go for it, get them.
Yeah,
bachelor parties, donkey shows to actual weddings. They're definitely leveling up.
They use the same donkey. They use the same donkey. Actually, I heard.
Man, they're bringing in all the money.
That donkey's living the life, man.
Just getting drunk and fucking.
That's so awful. I love it. That's great stuff.
I learned something new today. I didn't know that. So
yeah. So if you ever get divorced and get married again, you can get beer burros for your wedding.
Very cool.
Or just your
or
next
any event, really.
Next event.
Yeah.
Next to the kid's birthday.
Quinceañeras, anything.
Yeah, I love it. I love the idea. I'm dead serious. I think it'd be I think it's a pretty great idea, actually.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see what happens. So that's one side project I've been working on. I've also started a kids YouTube channel.
God.
Uh-oh. I don't trust you.
I don't
with
trust
my
this
kids
at all.
Why?
Are you unboxing
you creating
with your
content
kid?
for kids? No, like I don't trust that. Yeah. Like you with the kids, fine, but like,
yeah.
What do you mean you're creating a YouTube kids?
I have one. It's called Whiz Kids TV. We upload a new video every single day, and it's like animated, just like animated stuff to learn, like the alphabet or numbers or counting or colors or animals, transportation vehicles. Look, dude, I sat here and I watched what my kid watches on YouTube and said, well, fuck that. If these guys are getting millions of views with these stupid videos, why can't I do it? So we're going to try.
When did you start this?
About 3 days ago.
Okay.
I have a bunch of different people.
And who's we? Who's animating this?
Yeah, so I have people that are creating the videos, and I'm just uploading them and tailoring the content.
Okay.
Curating.
Okay. So kind of what you do here.
Yeah.
Well, what age range are you going for? Are you going for younger? Or?
Yeah, young. Like,
hey, you know, that's so funny because I wondered about that. Like when if I go on the Drinks with Johnny YouTube channel and as one of the managers of it, like all the recent stuff is all like these kids counting and color shit. I was like, where did this come from? Did you start showing Owen? Like letting him use the Drinks with Johnny account to watch stuff?
So it's funny. The YouTube app on my phone is logged into that account, and whenever we go out to eat, I have to put on those videos, or else he'll fucking freak out. But it's funny to see like the spectrum.
Wait, he's watching what I'm watching?
Yeah, because the videos that I see that you're watching is like girl doing hot yoga.
Whoa! I'm doing yoga. I just came from a yoga class. Sometimes I need to watch yoga.
John.
Hey, however you sneak your stuff in from Lacey, I mean, you don't have to. It's just us and a few thousand people on here. You don't have to lie to us.
Dog, hold on.
No, honestly, I don't even know. Seriously, I don't even know how that started. I will admit, since it's happened and popped up, like when I'm flipping through, I'm like, I'll give a peep on that and check it out for a second. So then it just picked up on it. But I don't know how it started. I swear to God, I don't know how it started. I never hit search and tried to find any of that stuff. It just kind of started showing up.
Mm-hmm. Here's one right here.
I love it. You can pull it up.
Sculpting to get a flatter tummy and fatter booty. Then there's Candace versus Melina pudding match.
I don't even know what that one is.
There's
never watched it.
Huge bikini try on Victoria's Secret swim days, and then there's like just kids videos. Oh, here's one called Grower versus Shower. These are all like the suggested videos on our Drinks with Johnny fucking homepage.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know how it works. It's not just me, by the way. There's no way, because anytime, like, I don't look at it. I swear, I look at it a little bit, but like I'm not like sitting there. Let's also be real, okay? It's just like when you're looking on social media on an app and you're passing the time. You're just like looking at it. You're like, look at it for a second. You move on.
Yeah.
I have my VR for like I have my VR for my perving. I don't need to use YouTube for it.
I feel you. Dude, I scroll through my social media feed right now. It's all Creed. Everything's Creed.
Dude, well, that's all you've been talking about and reading. That's all you've been talking about, though. So, in all fairness, they got you pegged.
They got me. They got me good. I'm not mad about it.
I wonder what our listeners' social feeds are. I wonder what like who, if you got the comments or want to leave a review on whatever podcast platform you're on, leave a review and tell us what pops up on your social media search.
Yeah, what odd one that you don't usually follow, but
yeah, one that keeps popping up that you don't know why.
Mine is Haley Williams from Palomar. I like their songs, okay, but I've never owned a record or anything like that, and for some reason, constantly feed into my algorithm. I don't know why.
I don't know why either.
We want to talk about some fucked up algorithms. I was on a website the other day. I won't say exactly what website it was, but it was a naughty website. And I go to type into the search bar, and it pops up underneath that what the trending searches are. Do you know what the #1 trending search was on this naughty website? I want you to take a guess.
Kids' YouTube channels.
No.
Oh God, dude, that's fuck you for that guess. I'm gonna go with number one, cuckold.
No.
I got nothing else then.
All right, Sam, you lost your guess. It was SpongeBob SquarePants.
What?
What?
I'm not that far off then.
Really?
Yeah,
that's
fucked up. That's fucked
it's
up.
Fucked up.
That's the number one trending.
Number one trending search on.
Well, now I got to know what site you were on.
It was on PornHub.
Oh, okay. Well, that's a pretty established one, which is crazy if you think about it. So there is something trending there if that's what pops up.
We got to bring back that game that we played with Brad and Ray.
That was a good game.
That was a great game.
Yeah.
Guess.
Well, that would have been a good one for Jay. You got to get the right person for that.
Right.
You know?
Well, we'll have Jay on. We'll do that one in person too.
Hey,
I like
Ari
the
Shaffir.
idea of playing those ones in person. You can't play it over Zoom.
When Ari Shaffir comes on, I think we're gonna get him. That we'll play.
That would be a good one for him. I think.
Yeah, that would be a good one.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Hey, you went to a concert last night, Sam. How was it?
It was good. It was Stone Temple Pilots and Smashing Pumpkins.
Nice.
I thought it was great. It's really being the age we are and seeing it. The crowd is slightly different, the way they respond. But when Bullet with Butterfly Wings comes on, this massive pit, actually 2 pits around us started. And I was like, oh, okay, this is cool. My age demographic still has it. And all the kids came out of the woodwork for those ones. But, he played all the hits and it was fun. I'm just a huge Stone Temple Pilots fan too. And it's really kind of a mind fuck that they have a different singer that looks exactly like Scott Weiland. And
Who
sounds
do they
like
have
him
right now?
I the name escapes my mind, but he's been with them since they got back together. And so it's been quite a while now, but they play all the hits, and Stone Pilots is one of my favorite bands growing up. So
fantastic band.
I love it. Yeah. And Smashing Pumpkins was great. They played all the hits as well. They had a really cool kind of light production behind them. So yeah, it was kind of fun. It was good times.
Was this one of the shows where they had the NWA with them?
It's funny. I just brought that up. The other
Peanut. Yeah.
Well, I don't think I talked about it on the show. I think it was after we cut. But yeah, I heard that he's bringing out NWA guys to wrestle.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I left a little early because I'm old and we had to get back to our kids. So I didn't see the second half, but I did see that he's been doing that on some of the shows.
Yeah, that's pretty wild. Like that's a cool crossover. He's been huge into wrestling since like the early 90s, man. Like,
oh yeah,
they were on ECW back in the day. Like, yeah.
I was telling Sam the other actually on that episode we just recorded with Peanut that I met apparently his very best friend when we were in Chicago on this last leg of the run, Tommy, and he said he's like, oh dude, I've been best friends. He's a producer himself as well, musician stuff. He's like, I've been best friends with Billy since the late '80s and whatever it was, and they played Resident Evil together, and that was actually the game they were playing when some crazed fan came out of the closet and with a knife and shit in their Europe. Yeah, crazy story. I'm gonna try and get Tommy on the show to talk a little bit. Maybe he'll bring Billy in as well. But yeah, really great dude, smart dude. He had a rough battle with COVID. I was mentioning where he had to get a lung replacement. And he survived. He was in a coma for months.
Jesus.
Yeah, really, really great dude. Smart, done it all. So hopefully he's got some interesting stories to tell. So I'd love to get him on the show if I can. But yeah, we were talking about all the wrestling stuff. He was like, because I asked him, I'm like, are you as big into wrestling as Billy is? And he said, no, I'm a nerd in a different way. And I was like, so I just can't wrap my head around it. I'm like, all right, that's fair. But yeah, he's like, but Billy just fucking loves it. And I was like, me too, man.
Yep.
No, that's got to happen at some point, man. I just want to sit back and the three of you guys, Brandon, you included. I mean, I just want to hear it because Brandon, you know more about the deeper cut and the NWA kind of stuff. So that was
dude. I love the history of wrestling and just I love everything wrestling. Most of my brain is filled up with useless knowledge, and 98% of it is wrestling knowledge. So,
yeah, I love it.
I love it because every time Johnny brings up some kind of piece of wrestling history, he always butchers it. And I'm always just going to go, oh, that's wrong. For 4 seasons, I had to go and listen to this shit. I'm like, no, that's not right. That's not right. That's not right.
Some of it was right, though.
Some of it was right. Some of it was right.
Hey, all the stuff that happened before your time, you little young whippersnapper. Like, and by the way, I admit when I don't know stuff like that's ECW and New Japan and NWA after the 80s NWA. Like, I don't know a lot about that stuff, okay? I knew WWE, at WWF at the time, and WCW, and I knew them very well. So you can't fuck with my knowledge on those two. The rest of the companies, yeah, you got me. You got me.
We'll do some trivia one day. We'll do a wrestling.
Yeah, let's rock it.
Dude, I used to have, I think I still have it. There's a, WWF had a game. It was like a legit trivia game back in the mid 90s. I want to try to find it.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Maybe we'll do something there.
Yeah, that sounds
we should do some more games and stuff. I mean,
Yeah.
we've kind of taken a step back from that. Not to get cheesy, but you know, those are always fun once in a while.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I also want to bring up another idea that for the listeners to hear us kind of workshop here, and maybe you guys can weigh in on this. Brandon had a great idea yesterday. We were on the phone with these end of the week calls that the three of us do. Maybe we add in like a true crime story that we take a look at. One that's probably within music, true crime within music. The three of us can dive into it a couple days before, and then bring up what we've learned about it, and give some of that true crime element that is so popular among podcasters right now. So we're going to try and tap into that a little bit, maybe, and as long as the audience wants to hear it, So let us know in your ratings and reviews if that sounds like something you'd like, or tweet at us, hit us in the Instagram comments or YouTube comments. It's easy enough. We see all of your guys' comments and requests, so make sure you send them in.
Maybe we put some like options out there, right? And put a poll out there and let people pick which topics they want to hear about.
Yeah. Now follow us on Twitter for that, or X. Is it still called Twitter? I know the logo changed. Do you still call it Twitter, or do you got to call it X now?
I think you got to call it X.
Is that what it is?
Yeah,
that's news to me. I don't do Twitter. I'm old, but not that old, so I'm like that in between where I don't do Twitter.
Yeah, Twitter's just it's just different than Instagram, but it's the same shit. It's literally the same. It's the same people. It's
not the same people.
The old people. No, it's not the same people. You're right. But the old people you're talking about is on Facebook. Yeah. Facebook is for the old people. Twitter is not necessarily for the old people. It's for the people who like to complain and yell at each other and tweet at each other back and forth.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, and then Instagram is for when you want to look at pictures of people.
I gotta go.
Okay. Well, we'll see. Everyone's got to go. We all got to go. Yeah. We all got shit to do. I'll see you in a few hours on our camping trip. We're gonna get to. Brandon, good to see you again. We'll talk soon.
Likewise.
Everyone at home, make sure you tweet at us and give us some topics to talk about here on these end of the week episodes, and we'll do our best to get to them and have some fun with some polls there. So,
and Brandon and I are going to try to start getting back to the three of us, scheduling times when we all can do this.
Yeah, because that's what everyone's missing.
1,000%.
As long as I'm here. As long as I'm here, baby. All right. Next time, as always, cheers.